Hey CCS friends, welcome to my art studio. Today we're going to be creating thank you cards for community helpers in honor of Earth Week and to spread some joy and cultivate kindness to our community helpers. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, here are some supplies that you will need for this activity. A sprig of tree, a leaf, or some flowers. You can find these by going outside and picking them off of the ground. We don't want to pick them off of the trees or bushes because we want to let them be able to grow. We are celebrating Earth Week after all. Now, if you don't have access to real leaves or sprigs of trees or flowers, you can use the internet, you can use books in your house, you can use paintings or photographs or puzzles. You can even use your own clothing. I have some pretty flowers on my dress that maybe I'll use for inspiration today. You also need some paper. I have lined paper and that's totally fine. If you want to use construction paper or regular paper or even make your own paper, that works too. You need crayons and colored pencils. I, again, don't have any of those, but I do have markers. Crayons and colored pencils are preferable for the first part of our activity, but I'll show you what to do if you only have one. Now that you have your supplies, it's time to design the card. If you would like to make a leaf rubbing, you're going to want to take your leaf and turn it upside down facing you so that the bottom of the leaf is facing you. Put it down on a flat surface and place a piece of paper on top. Take the side of your crayon or colored pencil and gently rub until you start to see the shape and veins of the leaf appear. You can also do this on the bark of a tree. If you would like to trace your leaf or sprig of tree, you're gonna lay it on a piece of paper and take your drawing implement and trace around it, keeping it as realistic as possible. If you would like to draw your nature item just by looking at it, place it in front of you, take a good look, observe all of the characteristics, and draw it to the best of your ability. We want to keep these as realistic as possible so that our recipients know that we are talking about leaves and trees and flowers. You'll find out why in just a moment. Now that we've made our tracings and rubbings, we can let the creative process begin. I did tell you we were going to use these cards to spread joy and cultivate kindness, and we're going to do this by using punny expressions. Punny is just another word for being silly and funny. So let's use our leaf first. You might write something like this. Thank you for your unbelievable hard work. Get it? Unbelievable, unbelievable. For our sprig of tree or bark rubbing, you might write something like this. Thank you for working tremendously hard to keep us safe. Tremendously, tremendously. For our bunches of flowers, you might write something like this. Thinking of you and sending bunches of love. Now, for those extra creative folk, you can create a collage of punny expressions such as you are unbelievable, thank you bunches. Get creative and know that you are spreading joy and cultivating kindness to all of our community helpers and all of our friends along the way. Now that we have all of our cards, it's time to send them. So I'm going to give you a few options that you can choose from to cultivate that kindness and spread those smiles. The first option that you can choose to do is to take a picture of you with your card and email it to me, Miss Bowers. That way I can create a whole video and photo. Another option is to take a picture of you with your cards and email them to your teachers to thank them for working tremendously hard to keep learning fun and exciting at home. You may also mail your kind card to our kind card correspondent, who will send them to our community helpers. You may also choose to tape your cards to your window or your doors to say thank you to the community helpers that stop by your house every day or every week, such as the mailman, the UPS, FedEx, or Amazon. Last but not least, you can tape these around the house to tell the adults in your home thank you for working tremendously hard and showering you in bunches of